Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here, my name is Elena and I'm the homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos and we've got a mess. I'm sure you can tell. I'm a mess. This is feeling messy. I got bags hanging where they're not supposed to. Our mop is just kind of hanging out in the kitchen. We don't have a good home for it, so I don't know what to do with that. But also, as you could probably tell, I am feeling a little overwhelmed by it. We need a good to-do list and a good tidy up. Now, today is a on purpose at home day. So I didn't want to plan any doctor's appointments or errands or things for today because I knew this week has been particularly busy for us and I just needed a day to be at home. Yesterday, I had doctor's appointments and errands and things and turned into quite a day. I put up a picture of my tire. That's how the day ended. So it was quite stressful. And that's kind of just been the flow of life, but more on that later, maybe. Anyways, we're gonna do, I've got my coffee, but I've also got our whiteboard here. At one point the whiteboard was pretty, it had this like nice border on it and it fell off. And so you can see like, it's literally just a piece of paper or a whiteboard sheet that they cut to size and put on there and then they put a pretty border on it. Anyways, it still works. I keep telling myself maybe I should replace it, but we have it and it works, and so we just keep using this board. So while I have my coffee this morning, I am listening to the Bible app. I'm a couple days behind on my Bible in a Year plan. I'm gonna listen to that, have my coffee, and kind of as things come to me, make a to-do list. So let's get that done first and see how much we can get done today while still trying to make room for rest in between. What does that look like? I have no idea, but I'm gonna invite you to come along and see. I am in the book of Esther and I love that book. It reads like a soap opera. If you've never read it, there are all these moments that are like, just as this happened and just this, and it looks hopeless, but then this, and it's just, wow. It is amazing. So anyways, I digress though. Like I could see the blue. My ribbon, this is how crazy it is this morning. It says happy birthday on my ribbon that I used to tie back my hair because I made the kids, I'm making pancakes there in the oven, sheet pan pancakes. And I could not be bothered with running up the stairs to get a rubber band or a clip. And so in our, what we call Jazz and Funk, it's a fusion called junk drawer, we had this ribbon that came on one of my daughter's package that she got. It says happy birthday, and I just used it to tie my hair back. But it's appropriate because next week is my birthday, so we may end up rocking this look all day. But I finished my list for now. Now this list is not just for me. My kids are gonna help me with this. And then what I did as things were coming to me were I put breakfast, lunch, and dinner here to remind us of what we plan on eating. Like I said, I have sheet pan pancakes in there for now. I'm sure my kids' voices are coming down, but like I said, I'm a homeschooling mom and my kiddos are here. Lunch, we had brought some fried chicken last night just from the deli at our grocery store. And so there's a couple pieces left over and my youngest wanted that. So we're gonna have that and then maybe sandwiches to kind of stretch it a little. And then dinner is soup albóndigas. I have been wanting and craving soup, and today it was supposed to rain. Ended up raining last night, but I'm gonna stick with it because I want soup. And I created a little, I think I have homemade meatballs for soup in the freezer. So I'm gonna go use that, press the easy button, and I'm gonna put it in the slow cooker. In the corner here, I have a little dollar sign because they're things that my husband has asked if we could look at and price out and get. There's a couple of things that we wanted to purchase. There's just been far too much spending. I don't even, like, between the doctor's visits and labs and all that, like just so much. And then right as we were starting the doctor things, like there was, my car needed extra stuff done, which turned out to be like so much more than we thought it was. Then we had the tire incident yesterday, like so much stuff. We really need to, like, I say this every month, but This month, I'm just kind of keeping a tab on what we're spending so that we can have a better view. And then we're coming into the holidays and kind of have like set up our, here's what we hope we can stay within our budget and thing. But I feel like that's just a whole nother conversation to have. So anyways, I put that down because I didn't want to forget those things. And then the list. So here's our list of things to do today. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to be doing, I don't plan on being the only one getting this stuff done. I'm hoping my kids will help me. So some of them is super easy things like wiping the countertops, wiping off the table. Our kitchen table currently has a lot of stuff on it that doesn't belong here. There are other things like organizing the bags, putting the mop away. Actually, the mop may end up just staying there because I don't know. I don't know where to put it. It doesn't have a home. Where do you keep your mops and brooms? Comment please below and let me know, like, where do you store yours? Because we use it frequently, so I don't want to put it like in the garage, which would be the next like out of way area. This cupboard under the stairs behind me, it has like overflow pantry things, but it's carpeted, and so like that's why I'm hesitant to put it in there. Should I put it in there and then just put like a mat underneath it? I don't know. I really need the help, so let me know where you store yours. We have a pantry, but I don't know, something about putting it in the pantry. Also that I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't, I don't know. Anyways, let me know where you keep yours because I don't know where to put it. Simple things, coffee tables, organization. Let's get into it. Let's start doing some of the things. First though, let's finish the coffee. See if that gives us a little to get going. I need to take a shower today, but I feel like let's do all the cleaning first and then the shower. That's probably the best route to go. Okay, a couple of things going on here. I have this dried lavender, but it's been sitting here for a couple of weeks and I need to get it put away somehow. I wanted to get some bags and stuff, but for now I think we're just gonna put it away in a jar, so that's a project. I also have my headphones charging. I got some headphone little slip cover thingies because the vinyl on them is coming off and I'm like getting little white flakes all over. So they're charging because I wanted to listen to an organization conference, free conference that's going on right now. But I need to get these charged up. The lids, where we keep our lids, it fell. I had this little DIY thing going on and the little command strips just gave out and fell. We rent, so I didn't want to like drill it in there, but I think I may have to put that on my list to look for a new lid organizer. In fact, I think I did already put it on the list, but for now I try to tape it back up there and see that I think we're just gonna have to take it down. It's not gonna work, but I need to get this organized a little better. We have 3 more slots here because I know it looks like we'll just put the lids there, it'll fit, but no, we have pots and pans that are being cleaned that need to go back in here. And then I have these 2 giant ones because we're a family of 5 hearty eaters, and that goes in there. And then that's kind of like the space in here. There's no, so I don't know. We need to rethink this, I think, but that's not at this moment. I have 3 lids sitting out here right now that need a home, and then I bought some fun, these are fun drinks for me and my husband, sparkling peach probiotic water. I may treat myself to one today, but I have a couple cans sitting out here that need to go into the fridge. But also, I propped you up here because we got an order yesterday. We've been using Dave Ramsey chore boards from their kids chart, and I really like them. My kids really like them. My younger 2 are using them right now for their, I think he calls them commissions. It's your allowance for the week. But the dishwasher is also going, so sorry for that background noise. I'm trying to open this, but like not cut myself too. Anyways, so we have these boards, but as you can see, they're not wiping as well anymore, and they've been well loved on and used up, and so it's time to replace them. My kids didn't want to, but it's time. We need to get them replaced because it's really hard to erase it and see what they've gotten done, and it's just not working out well. So I did try to see if I could find more, but I guess he's not making them anymore. They don't have it, so I had to search elsewhere for other chore boards. Oh look, we got a free magnet, clean, dirty. This is for the, what am I pointing at? Dishwasher. So we got some new chore boards. I thought we would try these. These are little magnet ones, and it looks like, oh yeah, there's 4 in here. So we'll have 2 extras. My oldest doesn't use one. So I was letting them pick what color they wanted. So they have orange, purple, kind of hard to see the glare here, sorry, blue, green, and then it comes with a little, sorry, I didn't know there was a, I didn't realize I wasn't showing you anything. It comes with little wipey boards too. The counters need to be wiped, I know, so we're getting there. That's the point of today, right? Let's take this plastic off so you can see it a little better. Still a little shiny, but that's okay. Room for name, daily, and then Sunday through Saturday, and then I guess you could put like, the example I think said like how many times they did it, and then they added up their total things. But how we have it set up, I think is, how we have it, we have their name up here, but is their item they have to do. Now some of them for our kids are just household helps they don't get paid for. So like cleaning her bedroom, that means making your bed, doing all those things. That's making your bed and just keeping it tidy is not, it's just a daily thing that you need to do. So there's no price there. But laundry, she picked a day to do laundry, things like that. And then the total amount, if she got it all done, we put here. Or you could do put away dishes, we pay you 50 cents every day, or however you want to do it, that's how you can do it. You put the price there. They have down at the bottom, this week I will give to you, and then this week's total commissions, and then you total up your tally, right? Every day that you did it, and then what they're saving for, the cost of the thing they're saving for. She was saving up for a video game, and then the current amount you have saved, so they can kind of track on it. So I really liked that, but like I said, it's hard to clean off. It's the erasable whiteboard's not working anymore. This one has the dailies, that stuff. Weekly chores, so things that doesn't need to be done daily but weekly. So like in instance, my daughter, laundry on Thursdays, right? And then the total, the goal, and the reward. So we'll try that. Okay, let's check in, see where we're at. Still wearing birthday ribbon, so that should tell you that. I'm still in PJs. I got some of my kids to help me out with the lavender project. They are doing great. We only have that little smidgeroony left. Oh, that's smart. We have little chairs there, stools. Thanks you. Oh man. I need to get some water. I need to get some water in my system. I'm kind of all over the place, but we're down to, we had 2 bunches. It smells so good in here, right? You'd think my little man is doing his own project. We're gonna get some water, but I wanted to check in. Also, I'm gonna get some water, but I'm also gonna put some greens in it. It's not sponsored, not anything, although Transparent Labs, here I am, right? So I'm gonna put greens in. You can think whatever you want about greens powder. I kind of like the taste. This one is peach mango flavored, but it does have an earthy taste because it is greens. But I need to get some fiber going, and this has per hefty scoop 5 grams of fiber and 9 grams of carbs, 4 grams of protein. It has some magnesium in here too. Wow, cool. So I'm gonna dump that in. Sometimes when I know, like today, it's already 11:30 and I don't think that my fiber is gonna do too well, I will go ahead and add in a scoop of this oat fiber as well. And this is 3 grams of fiber and 3 carbs per scoop. So when I put the whole thing in, then my drink is 8 grams of fiber. Is it the best way to get fiber in? No. The best way would be to have fruits or veggies. Veggies have more fiber. Lentils, that kind of thing, like get it from food. But I'm on the go. So the dishwasher ran. I put the soup in as well, but we just have the meatballs going. I realized I don't have carrots, and I usually put carrots in there, and I usually put cabbage in there. So it's gonna be a sort of albondigas because they're in the pantry. Because like minimal ingredients. It's not the usual way we make it, but I was committed, I'm gonna make it, and that's what we're gonna make. And I could just run to the store, get baby carrots, wash them, throw them in, but I'm like determined to not leave the house today. So here we are with this. Let's see what we've gotten done. Dishes, they're washed, they're not put away, so we're not gonna clean that. We're working on the island. We're working on the dried lavender. Haven't moved the coffee maker. Man, it looks like we haven't done anything, but we've been working all morning, I promise. Tidy the steel shelves. Oh, after I get my water, I can do that because there's not much to it. My little one is tidying up the papers on his art cart. And actually, I think we did tidy the desk and the bench and the shoes area, right? You tidied this desk, bench, and shoes. Yeah. So we can actually get rid of that. Yay! We got rid of one complete thing.
I have the scissors.
Yes, you may have the scissors. Okay, I'm gonna get my water and then give my son the scissors and keep going. The island's been cleaned off. There is potatoes, flowers, and then we had to move the coffee maker over because an electrician is coming tomorrow. This is mine, I'm gonna move that over. But the next thing I'm gonna tackle is this. I put my cookbooks, there's got to be a better way to organize this, and there probably is, but for now, I'm just like, that doesn't go on the floor, it actually goes on there, and then we're just gonna tidy. We're not gonna make any big major changes to it. That will have to be a later project. So I'm gonna tackle that, and it is like 12:45, and you also need to see about eating something, so I'll get there. Okay, I ended up condensing. I had this little plastic bin. I just threw in this, I don't know why wrapping tissue was in there, but this was full of takeaway. Really, they're all from Panda Express, but the fork and knife that you sometimes get. Oh, there's some knives here, and the takeaway forks and things. And then I have a box that has mostly forks, but it's got like spoons and things. And then I had another box here in the corner with hot sauce, the little packets, because my husband will take those. We were just recycling where we could. My husband will take the hot sauce packets, and when we were doing a lot more field trips, I take them sometimes for my packed lunch, but I got all that in a shoebox in here. So my thought was to put it up here because we hardly use it, but I wonder if it needs a home in the pantry. The pantry is a whole different thing we're gonna do on another day. I think we'll put it in the pantry for now though. Here is, ideally I would have one of those fancy, what do you call those things? Bag organizers, but I haven't prioritized that in the budget. So right now we've just got the bags the boxes they came in. I will say some of these reusable bags too. The reason we weren't using them, like this one, see, it's hard to close. It's hard to get the clasp together and get it to close all the way. So let's see which ones work, which don't, and get rid of the ones that don't work. Maybe someone else will have better luck with this. This doesn't go in here. I don't even know why we have glue by kitchen items, but that's another thing that needs to go somewhere else. More snack bags. So put all the snack bags together. This is a sensory tool. It's actually bubbles. So you put the bubble like in a cap or something, and then you put it like this, and then it blows out. But we use this as to remind my son to take deep breaths. So you really want to know. You breathe in, and then bzzz, on your way down. And we do sensory breaths. So we use this as a sensory tool. We also have, this was by the back door, but we actually use it more towards the front door, mosquito and tick repellent spray. So that's going to go to the front area there. More art supplies that are in here. Are these even still good, guys? This is another section that I really want to go through. I wish this was a little bit, I think they were kind of inverse, because these, actually maybe I don't know what I wish. Also, I do know, I wish my son would stop putting these produce stickers all over things. But I have our cookbooks up here, and I like them in the kitchen, but the thing is, I like cookbooks. I collect a lot of things. I have this recipe binder that was gifted to me so many years ago. I think like when we first got married, so it's like 20 years old. But when I put it in here, because of this ledge, I have to do it at a diagonal. And because we have so many cookbooks, it's hard to pull it in and out. So what I'm thinking is that maybe, I don't think there's anything behind here really. Oh, wait. A couple of Mylar bags. I'm running out of space to put stuff down. There's another book. Oh, I just asked my son if I had donated this, and he was like, I think you did. So I was like, well, I'll get rid of the holder. but I didn't donate it. It's this little large, I even put like how much water was in here it holds. But let's donate it, because if I haven't used it and I thought I already donated it, I don't need it, right? I'll find the lid in a second for that. It might actually be back here. I'm thinking I will do maybe seasonal type things, and I'll put a couple towards the back and a couple, like my newer ones or the ones I'm using right now, towards the front. Whew. Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock. Things take longer when you're schooling and, you know, supervising children and doing all the things, but we got stuff done. We even got a bonus project done, that little thing with the winter jackets, or not jackets, the winter gloves and hats and just regular hats. I've been wanting to take that down. It's just gotten too rickety. We paid like $5 at Five Below like 2 years ago for it, so I think we got our money's worth. But it's, like I said, it's getting too rickety, so we need to take it down. Plus the spot it was in, it just needed to go. Oh, let's take a look at our list though, because this is gonna be so satisfying. Dishes got done. There is another half a sink full of dishes, but we're gonna eat dinner in a couple hours, so we'll just wash all that then. Clean the kitchen table, that also got done. Tidy the still shelves, those were the ones with the cookbooks and things, that was done. Sweep, that got done several times. And tidy the papers for the art cart. My son did the best to his ability. We had to kind of keep coming back to it. He has a really hard time of letting go of his drawings. So we have to like, it's a process. But my oldest did have a great idea where we schedule once a month. We know that this day, he said, let's do once a month, we'll go through your papers. And I was like, yeah, let's just pick a number and that'll be the day that we go through it. And we just know that whatever day that number lands on, that'll be the day. So we're gonna call that done. Vacuum the living room, that got done. And then tidy the DVD, it's already coming off, but the DVD and library books area, that also got done. Yay! The lid organizer, I did not pull the plug on buying that. I'm gonna sit and kind of think about it for a little while, because I want to go through the kitchen and see if it's really working out the best for us. I don't know. When we first moved out of state to Utah, we got rid of so much stuff, and we just kind of bought for that particular rental that we were living in. And so that was the last time I felt like things really fit in one of our homes. And the thing is, every time you rent, you have to redo and things, and you just don't want to keep spending money for each home for organizers for that particular home. So making your things fit each time gets really, really difficult. So I'm going to hold off on that, but I'm going to go ahead and erase it for now. I did get my husband's little egg mold things he wanted to do. And breakfast, dinner is going. Lunch is done. Oh, love it. I love it. Okay, and bonus, we have like a little box full of donations. In case you want to see what we're letting go of. A cookbook, my daughter no longer, she's outgrown it. Same with the hat, she's a little too big for it. The giant water bottle, letting that go. Another water bottle. I don't know if anybody really could use them. I mean, I hope they can, but we'll see. I have 2 of the same kind of hat, so that, another thing for ears, to keep your ears warm, but my husband got me like a really nice cozier one, so I'm gonna let this one go. A beanie my daughter outgrew. Snow gloves my son outgrew. I'm kind of sad about this because I was doing a quick search on snow gloves, and they are not, I mean, they're not super pricey, but they're not the cheapest either. Some of these reusable things. We had 2 travel straws that we have never used. They stretch out and they become stainless steel straws, but we have never used them. We've had them for several years, so we're letting them go. And these are Princess House cloth napkins. Once upon many moons ago, I sold Princess House for a little while, and this was part of my kit. But these are off-white. They're beautiful, but they're off-white, and I will never use off-white cloth napkins. And I have had some Princess House things that I'm like, I need to let go of this. We've used these for plenty of years and I need to go of it. And a lot of times, and I did end up letting go of a lot of stuff, but a lot of times people were like, oh no, you should hang on to it because even though your kids are small, when you're older, you'll want it. But it is not worth the headache of moving it and storing it from move to move now and waiting for my children to grow up to use it. Like, no, I want to enjoy the things now. I want to do the things now. And if I'm not using it now, and then by the time they do get older, what's to say that that's going to even be my style anymore, the things that I want to use. So we've let a lot of it go. So I'm going to let these go as well. That's it. We got our list done. Thanks for hanging out with us and doing it. I really, really appreciate you taking your time out and spending it here with me.